Okay, so here's my video. So I cut everything into 2.5-inch strips. I then sewed it all together, just end to end. I trimmed the inside seams, and then you fold in half. I ran it through the heat press, but normally you do it with an iron. You want them not like this. You want them exactly even, because when you sew them, the sewing machine has to catch it. So I'm gonna have to watch to make sure I got it all. And then you start, period. I trimmed this up a little bit on the edges. I start midway down, wherever, like if I'm starting on this top edge, I'll go like halfway, because you don't want the width of the strip. You don't want to have to do a corner where they join. It gets too thick. So hang on, let me get this straight and then I'll send you more. Okay, so I take my end. I'm not gonna be able to do this with my left hand, but I open it. I fold it down a little bit so that when it finishes, it will be bulky in that one section. But I do this, this. And then you put the raw side to this edge. And then I start sewing about right here. So you leave this open to add in. And then you just take this and go all the way around till you get to the corner. When you get to the corner, you stop about a 1/2 inch before you reach the corner. So let me start and then I'll show you. Okay, so now I'm sewing straight down, raw side out against the edge of this. And I'll meet you at the corner. Okay, so now I'm coming to the corner. I'm gonna stop sewing right about here. And I just come down and I go off. So this is unsewn. So I'll show you when I get there. So this is my corner. I'm gonna sew. So right about there, and I go off. Hopefully that caught that. Okay, so now I'm at my corner. I have a gap. So now you take it. It's hard for me. So I flip it up at a 90-degree angle. I come back at a flat angle, and then you turn it for the sewing machine. Okay, so I came down, I went up, I came back, then it's like flush. I put it back in the sewing machine and I start sewing from the top here straight down till I get to the next corner. Okay, now I'm almost to the end. So I went all the way around, so I'm to the last corner. So again, I'm gonna flip up, flip back. So it looks like that. And then I have to join it. So what I do is, I see how much I need. I cut it right here. I fold this half inside each other, so both sides are like a finished edge. And then I just sew it together. Then the trick is, when it's done, you lay it out, you make sure your edges caught all the way around, you didn't miss a spot, because once you start hand sewing, it's harder to fix. Okay, so it's all done. It's all attached. Then I just go around real quick. I make sure everything is caught, because if it's not caught somewhere, sew it now before you start hand sewing. Your corners, when you get to them, they should miter. They don't always, but they should. So what you do is you just flip it over. You start hand sewing down. You don't want to go through the front. These quilts are kind of thin. It's going to be hard, but. And then on your corners, you should be able to go straight up and turn it in and miter it. And that's it. And then you're done. Let me know if you have any questions.